Good evening to everyone with or without ears. My name is Marlo, and as every evening I am bringing you the newest news from the land of creatures everyone believes in but is too ashamed to admit it. The borders might still be closed, but my mouth remains open, and so here we go with the freshly squeezed gossip from the Strechovitsky forest. Right at this moment, many of you are sitting at the Christmas table. Surrounded by your families and closest ones, you are enjoying the peaceful and warm atmosphere of your home, sharing all the old family stories you find time to talk about only on Christmas. You tame your children who eagerly await the sound of the bell to be finally led to the tree in the living room, while the rest of the family is enjoying a nice cup of coffee after the hearty meal. The whole apartment still smells of frying oil as you hide the last few pieces of carp into the warm oven. But for those of you who do not have such luxury, for those who have to spend this day alone for whatever reason, for those who consider this day just another normal day, for those who were eagerly waiting the whole week only for our broadcast, I am here, as I do miss my family tonight. While Hasterman is having a nice evening nap with his fish and the ghostly hands, while Heikal is singing with the Christmas choir in front of the giant tree on Horny Square in Olomouc, while Yeshibaba has a big family Christmas feast with Marinka, her parents and her girlfriend Jovka, while all the spirits gathered around the fire giant to keep him company, and while Beivalek sits at the feeding rack surrounded by deers and other forest animals, I am sitting at the fireplace, enjoying the first time in many years that I am not alone on this day. Next to the door, my winter coat is covered by a black cape with a bright red hem. The house smells of slightly charred carp and mulled wine, way spicier than I would like. I keep my feet warm at the fire while I listen to the pans and pots rustling in the tiny kitchen. Vaya is doing his best to appease me, and I am doing my best not to give in too soon. I still do not fully understand, but we decided to put all the trouble aside for at least this one day. I look at the black hat with a widowbird feather hanging above the fireplace. It took me only quarter a year to make Vaya take his hat off. After the sudden panic caused in the forest, he finally came clean. And who would ever think I would willingly invite the devil right into my house? Unfortunately for him, but very fortunately for me, the curfew was declared before Vaya managed to take off. And so, we have been stuck here for a week now. I kept silent until he started talking. Now I know everything that's been bugging my mind for so long. About his family and upbringing, about his non-existent house on the other side of the river, about his fear of snow angels, and how much he didn't want to hurt me, how much he cared about me. We don't talk much, but there is no need to. I can see in his eyes just perfectly what he wants to say, and I believe he sees the same in mine. Most of the days we sit at the fireplace. I read my history books and he reads his detective stories. Sometimes I take his hand to warm up mine. We don't talk much, but there's no need to. In an hour or so, we'll be off to dinner. I will compliment him even though the carp was visibly charred, and he'll say it was nothing. We'll sit on the fluffy blanket under the tree and we'll open the few presents we've got there. He'll be surprised my family remembered him and sent him presents as well. And he'll be embarrassed that he forgot to bring me anything. and I'll tell him that I got myself a present from him because I know him way too well. And he'll blush and feel like an idiot. We'll snuggle on the sofa and listen to the gramophone. And I'll ask him if they ever celebrate the birthday of Jesus down in hell. And whatever he answers will be the topic of our conversation up until we fall asleep, terribly scrunched up on the sofa in an uncomfortable position that will make our backs and necks hurt, only to be close to each other. And half asleep, he will ask if I forgive him. And I'll say no, but that we're going to get there together. Good night, Střechovice. Good night, England. Good night, everyone who has to spend the evening alone. Remember, there is always a place on our sofa for you. We love you, and we're always here for you. Merry Christmas.